Cobra Kai has some super compelling characters, which is why it's one of Netflix's biggest hits, and one of the best arcs from the show has to be Johnny's. The man's made a lot of progress since 1984, but he still needs to fix things with his son. The two have had a pretty complicated relationship over the years, and it's actually brought up a ton of fan questions. Here's what you need to know. Firstly, there's a lot to unpack about Robbie's character. We don't know about you, but his moments with Johnny are some of our favorite scenes from the entire show. That's because they're really emotional. Robbie has some serious issues with his father, and that makes for some great drama. His dad wasn't always there for him when he was a kid, and that's basically the only reason he's got such violent tendencies. There's definitely a lot of bad blood between them, but fans have noticed that Robbie's arc is all about wanting his father's attention. That's right, some viewers think that the younger Lawrence is subconsciously trying to mend his relationship with his father. That would mean Johnny isn't putting as much effort as he should be into getting his son back, and that's a wild claim. Honestly, the man's been through a lot, so pinning all the blame on him doesn't feel all that fair. That said, the fans actually have a ton of evidence to back this theory, and we've got to admit it's pretty concrete. As it turns out, Robbie's always had secret insecurities. Let's go back to the end of the first season. The youngster entered the All-Valley Under-18 Karate Championship, even though he wasn't a part of any dojo at that point. Why would he take part in a tournament out of the blue like that? That's where his attempts to prove himself to his dad all started, and they didn't end there. Once you take Robbie's issues into account, it's pretty clear that all of his decisions have been motivated by his need to get at Johnny. In fact, it puts some of the kid's other choices in a whole new light. Just think about how he became a part of Kreese's team in Season 3. Now, he was obviously being manipulated into joining Cobra Kai, but that wasn't the only thing that went into the decision. He was trying to get back into Johnny's life the only way he knew how. Considering how toxic their relationship has been, there weren't a whole lot of options on the table. Some fans even think that Robbie's relationship with Daniel was just another ploy to make his father notice him. What better way to get your dad's attention than by befriending his arch nemesis? But what really drives Robbie's bitterness is his dad's relationship with Miguel. Ever since they met way back in Season 1, Johnny's always had a soft spot for Miguel Diaz. Whether it was their training sessions or their heart-to-heart talks, the two have always kept it pretty real. As much as fans love their dynamic though, they don't see why the older Lawrence keeps choosing some random kid over his own son. Now, Season 4 has made it pretty clear that Johnny sees his relationship with Miguel as what he's always wanted to have with Robbie. It's basically a way for him to repent for failing as a dad, and it led to one of the show's most heartbreaking scenes when he referred to the young Diaz by his son's name. That's why he's doing everything he can to help him, and we don't think there's a better arc on the show. Fans have also noted how Miguel has never tried to stop his sensei from repairing his relationship with Robbie. That's saying something because those two have always been rivals. The fact that the young Mexican chooses his mentor's happiness over his own honestly says a lot about their relationship. It's actually given the fan base a lot of hope for Johnny's redemption. He's been able to have a pretty healthy dynamic with Miguel, so he might be able to mend things with Robbie too. And it's pretty clear to us that both of the kids are really dear to him. Actor William Zabka confirmed in a 2021 interview, and he says there's a lot of room for growth in Johnny's journey as a father. According to him, Robbie's a missing piece that the man's been trying to get back throughout the show's run. That makes sense because there's a lot more to their relationship than just negativity. In fact, there's a lot of sweetness to their dynamic, and it sometimes feels like Robbie doesn't realize how much his father means to him. He's got some strong feelings for his dad, sure, but not all of them are angry. It's obvious that the kid cares a lot about Johnny, which comes through in moments like the one where the two meet up in juvie. You probably remember that Robbie's reaction was surprising. Instead of being angry, he looks hopeful, and that was one of the warmest moments on the show. The kid actually looked happy in jail. What he really needs is a father figure. All his anger issues stem from that hole in his life, and his backstory is honestly pretty tragic. According to Tanner Buchanan, the actor who plays him, Johnny left Robbie when he was just a baby. His mom was a drug addict and an alcoholic, which also explains his commitment issues. He's never been able to depend on anyone, and that's a pretty big part of his character. Fans see that, and at this point, they're blaming the father. They think Johnny needs to apologize to his son for never being there for him. The Season 4 finale was a pretty great start, but there's still a long way to go before Robbie can forgive him. Honestly, that would bring his redemption arc full circle, considering everything he's done for Miguel. At the end of the day, Robbie's still just a kid, and there's a lot of room for forgiveness in their relationship. The fans know that, and they really want to see it happen. The father and son duo will return in the 5th season of Cobra Kai, when it hits Netflix on the 9th of September. The new season will also reunite Miguel with his biological father, so that might open things up for Johnny and Robbie to mature as family. We can't wait to see it when it happens. With that covered, here's some other news about the show. First up, Cobra Kai is welcoming back a familiar face. The series has already blown minds with a ton of returning characters from the original Karate Kid trilogy, and it's not stopping anytime soon. The 5th season will see the return of a Karate Kid 3 character, and it's got fans really excited. We're talking, of course, about Mike Barnes. The role will again be filled by actor Sean Kanan, and Netflix just released a first-look image of the character in action. It looks like Barnes is going to show off his karate skills in the upcoming season. Netflix hasn't revealed how and why he's returning though. His defeat in the All-Valley tournament in Karate Kid 3 was the last we saw of him, so he's probably going to lock horns with Daniel again. We'll have to wait till September to see if we're right. Secondly, the hit show's also getting a brand new addition. That's right, the 5th season of Cobra Kai is set to add another martial artist into the mix. This time though, it's someone that the fans probably won't have heard of. Alicia Hannah Kim is set to star as South Korean sensei Kim Dae-eun. What's more, Netflix has confirmed that she'll be a part of Terry Silver's Cobra Kai expansion project. That means we'll probably see her going up against Daniel, Johnny, and the rest of the gang. Not much of Kim Dae-eun is known. That said, Netflix did release a photo of Alicia Hannah Kim as Kim Dae-eun, and it's safe to say she looks super intimidating. Our heroes will definitely need to bring their best when they face up against her. And finally, Xolo Maridueña's Blue Beetle movie is still alive. Many fans were worried about the Blue Beetle movie's future after the unexpected cancellation of the Batgirl project. That movie was basically complete, so things weren't looking too good for the Beetle. It's time to breathe a sigh of relief though, because the movie's still a part of WB's release calendar. According to a report by The Hollywood Reporter, the upcoming film is still scheduled for a theatrical release in August 2023. It'll be the 15th film in the DC Extended Universe, and its cast includes a bunch of famous actors besides Maridueña. That includes Susan Sarandon, Elpidia Carrillo, and George Lopez, with director Angel Manuel Soto and writer Gareth Dunnett Alcocer on board. Fans are definitely in for a fun time, and honestly, the film's long overdue. The iconic character has been around since the late 1930s, and we think Xolo's pretty much the perfect person to bring him to life. Let's hope he puts his karate lessons to good use. That's a wrap for this video. Are you excited to see how Johnny and Robbie's relationship develops? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.